Now, I see a lot of guys who, up to this moment, 2026, still don't understand the importance of fitness, the importance of getting their body in shape. And these are the same guys who will do everything to try to impress women. So they will go to the club, they will take a table and spend $1,000, $5,000 to impress women, to pop bottles and all of those things. And most of them will still leave without a woman following them home. And so they do this every weekend or every other weekend or several times a month, instead of using that money to hire a personal trainer to completely transform their lives. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to the club, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't spend money in the club. But if you are doing it as a way to impress women and attract women, you have the wrong strategy, okay? When it comes to attracting women, the thing that's the most powerful is your physique. It is that raw animalistic desire. Now, I want you to visualize something. Imagine a beautiful girl. She's walking. She has a small, tiny waist, big butt, and she has a chisel face. Not very chisel face, but she just has a lean face with a nice smile. Now, that is because she has low percentage body fat. Her waist is slim, her butt is big, and maybe she has some boobs or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But once she has that tiny waist and big butt, because think about it, she might not necessarily, she must not necessarily have a extremely big butt. She just have to have a ratio of tiny waist to wider hips. Wider hips. So if her hips are wider and her waist is tiny, automatically as a man, you feel sexual attraction. Now, that doesn't mean that you will jump on her or you might just go and talk to her. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you're going to feel something. You're going to feel a little bit of awe, a little bit of attraction, or a stronger attraction, depending on if she's your type or not. The same thing happens with women. When a woman looks at a man who is muscular, strong, okay, he has muscles on him, he has a tiny waist, and he has big arms, big shoulders, and he has a lean face, it automatically tells that woman. Now, the key word here is automatically. That means that the woman doesn't even know consciously what's happening. She just feels something in her brain. She just feels that this man does it for her. This man does it for her. And that's how she's going to describe it. She's going to say, oh, this man is my type. Okay? Now, what you need to understand is that before you spend money on a woman, she has to respect you by, first of all, you being her type. When she understands, once she values you, once she's attracted to you, then spending money on her is the cherry on the cake, is a bonus. It's going to be appreciated. Okay? But if you just spend money on a woman as a way of getting her attention, she's going to look down on you. She's going to disrespect you. She's going to feel like you don't even value yourself. She's going to feel like, okay, it's because she's extremely valuable. That's why you are going to extreme length to buy her attention. Okay? Think about it this way. If you want people to come to your event, let's say you are having some kind of a special event, maybe you are throwing a special event, a dance or pool party or whatever, or a big show, you hire celebrities, you pay them to feature in your event. They don't come there for free. You pay them, you hire their presence. You are buying their attention. And what you are saying is that your attention or your presence is so valuable that I'm going to pay you just for you to be there, so that we can fill the room. The same thing happens when you treat a woman who is beautiful, and because you're ugly, and because she doesn't find you attractive physically. If you want to buy her attention, you are treating her like a celebrity. And guess what? If you treat her like a celebrity, she's going to treat you like a fan. Okay? She's going to treat you like a fan. Because she's going to understand that you don't value yourself. You don't value, if you valued yourself, you wouldn't be trying to get her attention with money. You would have just sat down quietly and she would have walked up to you, show you some signs that she's interested. And then you can just close the deal and invite her and sit with her and start talking. And then she's already interested in you. Then now spending money becomes a vibe. Spending money is a bonus and you're going to have a good time, a better time. But I see men make this terrible mistake. Every day they spend money on expensive clothing. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't dress expensively, but if you are spending money as a way to cover your ugly body, as a way to cover the fat on your body, then you're wasting your time. Because think about it this way. When you lose fat, it doesn't only go away from your stomach, it also goes away from your face and it reveals the bone structure of your face and it links out your face and your face becomes chiseled. That is where your handsomeness lies. Right now, you are a handsome man. All you need to do is maybe look at photos of you when you were younger, when you were a teen, when you did not have too much fat on you. If you used to be somebody who was lean, look at your past photos, you're going to see that handsomeness because you did not have a lot of fat on your face. So the first way to get handsome, I'm not saying that you're ugly. Everybody is handsome. Every man is handsome, at least to the standards that women find us. But you have to reveal that handsomeness by removing the fat on your face. Because women want polarity. Women want the opposite of them. If a woman is softer on her face, she wants a man that is stronger on his face. She wants a man that looks like a man. She doesn't want a man whom we cannot even see his chin. We cannot see his cheekbones. We cannot see his jawline. He is so soft and he doesn't even intimidate other men. So she doesn't feel protected. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. So I was at this event over the weekend. And by the way, before I tell you this story, I just want to preface it like this. For those of you guys who are saying that, oh, my girlfriend will never cheat on me, my girlfriend loves me for who I am, you're bullshitting yourself. You're wasting your time, okay? Your woman or your girlfriend is going to cheat on you when she's presented with the right opportunity. And she might not even know when that's going to happen. So if your wife or girlfriend is going for a girl's trip out of town, she might go there and come back without cheating on you. But that doesn't mean that she wouldn't have if the opportunity presented itself. Maybe the guy she found there were not her type, or maybe they were her type, but they did not give her any attention. No matter how hard she tried, maybe they did not give her attention. But the point is this: if the opportunity presents, she's gonna do it. Because let me tell you something. Everybody can be tempted when they meet somebody who is handsome enough. Okay? The problem is that there are just so many men. There are just so few handsome men. And that's because it takes time for a man to build a nice looking body. Now, you can make up for that with other things like your charm, your charisma, your conversational skills, your smile, and other things. But that is just to an extent. Okay? So, let me tell you this story. So yesterday, over the weekend, I was at a party, okay? I was well dressed. I can say that I was the most fit guy in the entire room. Now, I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you. It's rare to find people who are in shape, who have a flat stomach, six-pack, and wider shoulders, broad shoulders, big back. It's hard to find men who look muscular and masculine. It's hard nowadays because most men spend the time drinking heavily, eating anyhow, gaining a lot of body fat, covering their face with a lot of fat, having that round puffy face that looks sluggish. So there was this girl in the party, and I knew from the very, very onset that she was attracted to me. She was looking for every way to get my attention. And mind you, I was there, my wife was there, okay? But women don't care. So she was even there. Somebody invited her. She came with a man. So they were coming outside and she saw me. I was standing at the entrance, just taking some air. Even though she was with her man, she still had to say hello. She went out of her way just to say hello to me. You know why? Because I was in shape and I also was well dressed. Because one thing is to be in shape, another thing is to know how to adorn your body with the right clothing. And there is something that I always describe. You have to dress in a way that makes you stand out. Now, before I dive into the story, let me just say something about dressing. You need to dress in a way where if there is an incident and police is interviewing people and they say, okay, did you see this guy? Now they're referring to you. Did you see this guy? How was he dressed? Can you describe him? There should be something about you that's so unique, that's unforgettable, that the person that they're asking can easily say, yeah, I remember this guy, this guy was dressed. He had this particular thing about him. Maybe he had a particular type of tie that I've not seen very commonly with other guys. Maybe he had a particular type of jewelry. Maybe he had a particular type of shoe. Maybe the way he wore his clothing was a little bit different from the ordinary guys. Maybe the way his suit fit was a little bit different. In other words, you should find things about you when you dress such that it's really unique and unforgettable. So this lady was attracted to me. Back to my story. So, and there was a time when I went out and my wife was outside. She was doing something next to the car and I went out to meet her because I didn't want her being there alone. So as we're coming in, this lady saw me with my wife, but it didn't change anything. Later on, we're standing with my brother and my brother was taking me some pictures. I was just standing and my brother said, hey, you look good. Let me take some pictures. So he was taking some pictures. This girl, because she wants an opportunity to talk to me, she told my brother that, hey, let me help you. You go and stand with your brother. So he told my brother to come and stand with me. Let her take us both pictures. So we stood, the two of us, and she was taking the pictures. Now, after the pictures, she just came and started asking me questions. Where are you? Where have you been? Where are you based? And things like that. I said, I'm in Dallas. Again, just as a way to strike the conversation. Okay. Now, my brother quickly took her number because my brother was in a rush. You see, when you are the man, when you know that you find a woman that's attracted to you and you know how these things work, you know how real, raw, animalistic desire works, you are not in a rush because you know that once that woman who is into you finds you, it's difficult for her to turn it off. It's automatic. Okay, that's why they call it chemistry. The reason they call it chemistry is because there are chemicals in your brain that you cannot explain. They hijack your brain and you feel some intense desire for this person. So she was making every opportunity to talk to me. And then there was this other guy who was hustling her. This other guy that I think they came to the party with. So this guy came and so she was standing between me and my brother, and this other guy came and said, hey, and talked to the guy, hey, can we go and dance? He was inviting the girl for them to go to the dance floor and dance. So she left us. She was even hesitating, but this guy was so insistent that she left us and she went with the guy and they went and danced. Now, it did not end there. Later on, I was in the dance floor. I was about leaving the dance floor after dancing with somebody, and she just stopped me right there, right in front of me and said, hey, I cannot live without dancing with you. Let's go and have a dance. So we went there and danced. Again, that just tells you how genuine burning desire works. Now, I didn't ask for a number because my wife was there. And secondly, I just wanted to see how far she could take it. In fact, I actually wanted her to suggest giving me her number. That's how mean I was, because I understand this thing. So just so you know, the reason she said, I cannot leave without dancing with you is because she was giving me a hint that, hey, I'm about to leave with those guys very soon. And maybe this might be an opportunity to ask for my number. But again, I didn't ask. You know why? Because I wanted her to feel the heat. I was just playing with her. I just wanted to see how far she could go. And also my wife was there, so I won't be in a position asking a number right in front of my wife. No, I won't do that. But again, she created enormous opportunities, multiple opportunities for me to ask for a number, for me to conversate with her by her initiating the conversation. When a woman is in you, she's gonna make you know. She's gonna give you signs. That's the kind of woman that you want to spend money with after she has already shown you that she's interested. Now she'll be appreciative if you spend $1 on her, and you don't have to spend $1,000. No. In fact, she might even feel embarrassed for you spending your money, but you're gonna do it as a gesture. As a man, who cares? As a gentleman, when you do it that way, it's appreciated and you are respected for being a gentleman. Then when you go out of your way to buy the attention of pretty women with money, they know about it because you're not the first guy to do it. And you look goofy, you look stupid to them, and they don't respect you. When I tell guys, get your body in shape, I know what I'm talking. Not only are you gonna enjoy yourself because it's for your health, okay? I'm 49, but I look like I'm in my 30s. It's because I take care of my body. And this body is gonna prepare me into my 50s and 60s and 70s if I don't give up, if I don't stop. So it's not just for the women. Attracting women is a byproduct of having an excellent body, okay? But it just makes your life easy when it comes to dating. Okay, so I hope you found that story interesting. Share with me your story. If you are somebody who is on your journey of getting in shape, let me know. And if you need help with getting in shape, I can help. There is one mistake that's stopping you from getting in shape faster, and I can help you with that. So I want you to comment mistake below this video, or click the link in the description, and it's gonna take you to where you can request to find out that mistake, and I can help you, tell you what the mistake is, and also offer you a solution. And if you are watching this on Instagram or Facebook, just comment mistake or send me a text message that says mistake, and I'm gonna take it from there. I'm gonna offer you something that's gonna help you get in shape faster. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.